Oh, it's one of those days. Oh, hey, we finally got them, by the way. I was actually able to hunt down a couple of copies of a few things. We have not only, as you can see from the thumbnail, Tron and Tron Legacy, but we also have a 4K copy of Corpse Bride finally, and I even have a Blu-ray of Superman. Haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm looking forward to that. Plus, in the case of the two Trons, we'll be also able to compare them to these. Sorry, Bandit, got myself. These earlier versions of the Blu-ray editions of Tron and Tron Legacy. Now, this is only in the case of Legacy is only the standard edition. There's actually a 3D copy one that's floating around out there, so I would still recommend finding that. I also wanted to show this off too because I also have Tron Evolution for my PlayStation 3, and it's actually playable on the PS5 thanks to that streaming service. I'll check later on to see if it's also on my Xbox because I have been thinking about getting a 360 copy as well. It's also 3D capable. You can see here it has the PlayStation Move control. So this was technically like the best version of the game. And I love how the case has this cool design to it. And it was actually a really fun game. Wasn't the best, not gonna lie, but it also wasn't terrible. And it was pretty good. It's also currently in my PlayStation 3 because I've also played it there too. I still have a PS3. And look here, it's actually got a booklet and it's full color. It's pretty nice. There's also, that's pretty cool. And I actually have that in my game. There was this cool multiplayer function. Plus, I'll be getting that game on my PSP as well as a earlier Tron game for the Game Boy Advance. But let's start with the movies. We're going to start with the Trons first, and we have a reason for that. I want to get into them. We also have these cool steel books. There's 4K along with the Blu-ray editions of the movies. Now the cool part is that, as you can notice from saying PG down there, this is not exactly a U.S. version; it's a foreign one, but it's an all regions code. So I'm hopeful that the 4K copy will actually work. This one is, however, a U.S. version, collectible steelbook, Blu-ray, digital code, and all that stuff. So I'm not too worried, but we're going to see what happens. Anyhow, let's get into it. So we've got the looks. That's pretty cool. And these steel books. And then we turn it around, and here's what they look like. Pretty accurate. You can also see how different it is. And by the way, I do actually have, sorry, in the case of this, I do have a couple of Blu-rays like it. Let me show you real quick. Um, where do I have? So, for example, I have from Umbrella, Super Mario Brothers, and I believe, oh yeah, Moonwalker, wherever the heck Moonwalker is. My collection is over here is so massive, I don't even know where all my movies are. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I had to go to one of these to get Moonwalker, and it actually does work. And as you can see, same setup. So hopefully everything will work out. And yeah, I do have this. It is actually pretty cool, and it is actually pretty decent. So not bad. All right, let's do Tron first. All right, Steelbook, now in Ultra 4K. All right. Oh, that's cool. All right, we're pulling it out now. Pretty cool. I love the fact that the booklet thing is like this, collectible steel case. You can actually see the stuff and all that. But let's take a look at the actual steel case. As you can see, there's actual metallics where their lights are glowing and stuff, which reflect. I think it's better and you also see that here too. See, look, you can actually see it on the surface with that. That's pretty cool. All right. Here's how it looks on its side. Now, here we go, opening it up. All right, we have my digital code for something, probably. Nothing major. All right. And the 4K is on top. All right. Oh. And then there's the Blu-ray. But what I said about we're going to compare them to the old versions, here's the classic Blu-ray. And Look at that. Oh, might be, yeah, it's the same. Although the one in there actually looks a little different, a little darker and stuff. Who knows? But I also have a DVD copy of the original song too. So good thing to keep this around just for that. And we see the 4K. We see what the original identity discs look like. Pretty cool. And I love the fact that we see the original light cycles right there on the grid. That's pretty cool. Really nice. All right. Now let's get to Legacy. I will do an update when I do some other stuff to see if the 4K part works because I have a feeling the Blu-ray is not going to be a problem. So there we go. Good stuff. So here we go. This movie was so cool. I actually saw it in 3D in the theaters. All right, so here we go. We have, oh, check this out. This time it's actually sitting in a groove. That's pretty cool. So we have all that information on the back. So, so that's what it looks like back there, along with back here, but not what's on the actual back. And check it out. On the back, we actually have a recognizer, and it actually has the same light stuff going on. A little cooler. There's that. So basically, I think the cases are the same. It's just, one has the information. All right, we open it up. And the discs are different because here's the US one. All I have to do is open this up. Well, they are very different because here's the Blu-ray set for that. It has a DVD and a Blu-ray, and it's actually identity discs. But when I come with this one, the only one that's an identity disc is the 4K. You can actually see it's a different point on the Blu-ray. So definitely going to have to take a look. That's pretty cool though. That's pretty cool. I wanted a US one just for the hell of it, but no luck in getting them, unfortunately. All right, Corpse Bride now. Here's what it looks like. Pretty cool, and right in time for Halloween too. So that's another good one. Hmm. Feels a little. I see why. It's an actual. There's an actual additional thing over it. All right, that's good to know. All right, let's get in. Trusty throwing knife. This is actually cool. I have something similar with my Beetlejuice. All right. So first off, we have that coming off. Human Edition Steelbook. All right. So here's what it looks like with this thing on. And watch this. That's cool. We also have our main character on the back. No real change there, but I do like how it's designed here. That's actually pretty cool. I love it when they do those little extra things. And check it out, it's actually got metallic designs and a few things like in her veil and stuff. And we see also the same thing back here. You can actually see how it does stuff with the light. That's pretty cool. All right. Now we open it up with digital code. All right. Now, I kind of realized this is probably going to be the case, but yeah, it just says it's a 4K and additional code. So no matter what, I need to keep my Blu-ray copy of the movie just in case and I'm traveling and stuff. I actually have a portable Blu-ray player, and unfortunately, the 4K is not going to work in that regard. So that's terrible, but that is actually really nice. Really nice quality. That's actually pretty good. Pretty good, Warner. And I love this design. It's so inventive. It's got this animation, stop motion feel. That's really cool. Good stuff. All right. The last one's going to be Superman. I still have not seen the movie, So I'm looking forward to just sitting down, popping it in, turning my surround sound on, popping up some popcorn, and just going in. All right. Now they have recently got the 4K versions out, but it's fine with this. It's, if it's really great stuff. Plus, most Blu-rays are actually in pretty decent shape. It's like only some of the older ones you need to be kind of a little worried about, but that's like a rare thing nowadays. All right, so here's our last one. Superman, DC Studios. It's pretty cool. I don't know what to expect. Okay, it's just the Blu-ray. Although, why is it? Why is the disc yellow? It makes no sense. And yeah, if you want the digital code, go for it. I don't really use them, but some movies I do. Uh, but yeah, I mean, if I get the 4K, I'll take the code from that one. Um, holy redeemed by yeah, it's gone already. 9/30/26. That code's gone. But yeah, looking forward to that. All right, guys. That's what we got right now. Remember, for Halloween, we're going to be doing a couple of different videos, and this is going to be the big one that's featured because it's part of this Vault series, and it is numbered. So that's future. Plus, I want to get some more information on the film and stuff. I've got a lot of other stuff that's happening. I'm still decorating and stuff. Charles is watching you right there. There's that little pumpkin cool thing. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and happy Halloween. Plus, I'll do some other stuff that I'll recommend for Halloween. Anyways, have a good one.